Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome to my YouTube channel, Amber Goodwin Art, and also welcome to our bi-weekly Pouring Coast to Coast collaboration. I'm so excited that y'all are joining us right before Christmas, so happy holidays to all of you guys and Merry Christmas if you celebrate and take part. I love this time of the year. I love to decorate and also be reminded and be thankful of what I have accomplished and what I have done in the year as well. So I'm super excited that y'all are here today. We did not have a challenge for this week's collaboration, so we kind of did our own thing. So I did what is really fun and relaxing to me, and that is my acrylic pour dot art fusion technique for this painting. I decided to incorporate some crushed glass as well, just to add some interest. And don't forget, I will be teaching this technique at the Fluid Art Experience right here in my hometown of Dallas, Texas in March 2025. So definitely go check out www.fluidartexperience.com. I cannot wait to paint with y'all and also share my process. Let's go check out what I created for today's collaboration. Today's painting is part of my Interstellar series where I am using black and Amsterdam turquoise blue as my main colors, and I incorporate one neon and a complementary color, which in this case I am using Fluorescent Red and an Opaque Violet. I am using an 18 by 18 inch level 3 gallery wrapped canvas for this. I believe it is the Edge brand and I got this from Jerry's Artorama. I will be doing my acrylic pour dot art fusion technique as I mentioned earlier, and I had a lot of fun creating this and experimenting with this. I used a lot of mediums. It was a lot of trial and error until I worked with a recipe that I really liked and really works well. So I cannot wait to share that with you at the Fluid Art Experience right here in my hometown of Dallas in March 2024. I was inspired by artist Brandon Rowland, who I've mentioned in one of my first videos that I did of this technique. He is a Colorado-based artist, and the only difference between his dots and my dots and my acrylic pour background is that he simply uses the Deco Art Americana paints right out of the bottle. He just simply puddles those together and tilts them around. Whereas I wanted to use my favorite brands such as Amsterdam, TriArt, Liquitex, Golden, and so on, as well as Creative Inspirations and Soho. I wanted to use these brands as well as Lucas because they offer a lot more color, a lot more variety of colors, and they are great quality. So I wanted to see how I can incorporate acrylic paints into this technique, and that's where I experimented with a lot of mediums and learned a lot about opacities and densities, which I already knew about, but I further did more research on them. So it was a very interesting process researching, and I found really cool mediums that aren't really used a lot in your typical acrylic pouring techniques that I incorporate when I'm creating the acrylic pour background. Brandon uses the mandala stenciling tools to create his dots, so he uses that consistency for his dots. I wanted to create something with more heavy texture and more smooth texture, and of course more of a 3D look. So I definitely keep my dots way thicker than what Brandon does, and I use what they use in blobs, which are the squeeze bottles. So it has a really great textural element to the piece. It adds that element to the piece, and it's also 3D, which makes it super cool and super fun. And there's just something intriguing about the round shape. It just creates unity, in my opinion, and just has a really great meaning and connotation to it. So yeah, I will continue to puddle my paints. Again, don't forget to check out fluidartexperience.com to sign up for classes, and we'll be back with the wet results. Here is the wet result of my acrylic pour background. I'm happy with how this turned out, and I will add some black crushed glass in the black areas. And next I will be back with the dried results with the added diamond dust. Here is the dried result with the added crushed glass, which I added off camera. I love the shimmer. You can absolutely leave this piece the way it is and not add any dots. I have done that in the past for some clients where they just wanted lines. And I will be using the same colors except for the black. So I'm using Fluorescent Red, my Turquoise, and my Opaque Violet, and I have put a little bit of iridescent medium to give it a little bit of a shimmer. Now, some people may think, oh, the crushed glass and the dots will be too much. You really have to think your piece out to where it's not busy and it's easy on the eye. So I decided the black would be a great area to add the crushed glass. I will go ahead and dot this piece, and then I will be back with the wet results. Here is the wet result of my dots. I like how smooth and shiny they are with the addition of the iridescent medium. I also love the addition of the crushed glass. I feel like my violet dots could have been thicker, but that is okay. Here is the dried result, and I'm curious to know what you guys think of the addition of the crushed glass. I like the shimmer on it. I like how it adds a element of interest to the piece, and it's not just dots. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the dots. And don't forget to sign up at Fluid Art Experience for classes as well. And here is another angle. I just want to thank you all for joining us today during the holiday season. and I cannot wait to see you guys on January 3rd. So I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and also a very happy new year, a very happy and safe new year. So until next time, guys, check out the other ladies, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.